Hey everybody, welcome back to another Nature's Always Right episode. Today we're going to be talking about how I built my candy cane auto feeders for my chickens here. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of the footage of how I actually built it, but I did an update where I showed how I fixed some different problems that were going on with it and how I dialed in the feeders to get them working absolutely perfectly. I love these things now. They can hold over 50 pounds of food and they just have absolutely no problems at all anymore. You'll get to see exactly how they all fit together, the exact pieces that you need, and I'll put the pieces that you'll need in the description as well. All right, hope you enjoy the video. I'm out here with my, I'm gonna call them my candy cane feeders, and these have worked amazingly. The chickens love to use them, and I can store over a month's worth of food in all of these candy canes. So now the problem I'm having with them is water is somehow getting inside and molding out some of the food. So what I'm gonna do is take these all apart and clean them with soapy water and vinegar. I'll let them dry out, get them clean, and then I'm just gonna PVC glue all of these together, and that'll create a watertight seal so that water can't seep inside here anymore. Put it back together, bond it together with PVC glue so that no more rainwater can get in there and get the food wet and moldy. So I'm just going to reassemble it here, and I'm wearing gloves. You should always wear gloves when you're doing any work with PVC glue. It's extremely toxic when it's wet and uncured. Once it's cured, it's actually inert, and running water over it or anything like that it's okay actually once it's dried. I'm going to do one test run and remember how to put it back together. I need a 90 and a 45. And I have it this way so that the angle forces the feed down all the way to this bottom piece, because the chickens can put their heads down in there and get to the feed. If I did it 90-45, then it would be really flat right here, and because it's coming down through the tube, the feed wouldn't push forward. That really wouldn't work. This is the best option. You go 45 to 90. Okay, so I'm under my chicken coop here to upgrade my automatic feeding system here. So originally I created these from 4-inch diameter caps, and I used a Dremel and just cut out this so that they could stick their head inside and eat. So the chickens like to, with their beak, they like to pull the food forward and out, and they waste a lot on the ground. They come back and do eat some of it, but they're wasting tons of it. I found these at Home Depot recently. It's a 4-inch diameter with this little rectangle at the front here, and they call this a downspout. So I'm thinking I'll put this on here. It's a smaller hole, and then when they put their beak inside, there's actually this flat piece on the inside right there. So it's going to prevent them from pulling up and out. So this one has a flat piece, but it's right at the edge. This one has a flat piece more on the inside. So they're going to be stuck here. It's going to be a lot harder for them to pull it up and out. And yeah, just by looking at it. So facing it up like this, that's going to be the best position. So here's the new feeders in action. They work perfectly. They can't scoop out the grain and spill it onto the ground anymore because there's a lip they can't pull it past, and then the rectangle shape of the entrance there is, it's just big enough for them to put their face in, but they don't really have a lot of room to move it around and pull the grain out like they were before. And then I just made a little wooden platform for them to stand on so it was high enough, and it works perfectly. No more spilled grain. So these are the solution to my feeding system. So I think this feeding system is now finally dialed in. Very happy that it got an automatic feeding system that I can walk away from for a month and they have grain in there. So it's pretty neat. Zero problems with rats or rodents or any other animals trying to get to it either.